Okay, I've been messing around for a couple of minutes and I have a working system. It can go both ways. I didn't know if you wanted that, but right now I've only got it set up for one. So I will walk you through exactly what I've done and exactly how it will work. So going into the viewport, the billboards here are there to make sure that I can see it when it's in the world, because trying to click on these tiny things are an absolute nightmare. So I have it like that. You can just click on it on this as well, but that's not important. That's too inconvenient. So, um, basically what I've done is set up teleportation so both locations are in the exact same blueprint class. So you don't have to like create two different blueprint classes and then both of them are fighting with each other. They're both communicating with each other. They are both inside one blueprint. Teleport marker is outside of this box here. This box here is where the player will enter and then teleport. Well, begin the teleport. So that's this. So what you'll need to do is collisions presets over here. Set that to custom and then click overlap for all of it and make sure that it's query only. So it's checking and not causing a barrier. It is just checking whether or not the conditions set inside the collision are being met. So make sure that both, if that is what you need, are set to query only. So from there, what you'll need to do is have this on component begin overlap. So going off of the second one, you right click and it will be right there, begin overlap. Then going off of other actor, do not use overlap components because that is checking of what's inside the blueprint class itself. So using other actor equals equals, and then off of this one, type get player character. Player character is, I assume, what you are using. If you are using something else, um, try and use the blueprint class that you are using for it, basically. So if you're using a pawn, get the player pawn. If you're using the controller, get the player controller. Player character is more useful because it's getting the. Okay, sorry for that. I had a quick work message. Actually, give me a second while I pause notifications so that doesn't happen again and I don't get in big trouble. Right, I am set to do not disturb now, so hopefully I shouldn't get any random messages pop up. Fingers crossed, please, dear God, fingers crossed. Right, where was I? Equals equals, right. So this is checking the location of the player actor. So you'll need something to confirm that the player actor is inside the box. So what you'll need to do from there is drag and drop off of that node and then type in branch. Branch, again, is just checking that these conditions that is linked up to it are met. Once you've done that, Christ, where do we go? Where do we go? Where do we go? Right. No, 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 no. Right. So from there, you'll now need to get the marker point that you want to go to. So currently we're on trigger point 2, so we'll need to move to trigger point 1, but not be inside it. Reason I need these is because if this is inside this one, what will happen is once you teleport to that location, you'll be in an infinite loop. So you'll need to make absolute sure that you're using two different locations. This is set up completely different to the other collision. So this is basically no collision, no overlap, no nothing. It needs to just be a blank object. To be fair, could have used the billboards, but I feel using this just makes a lot more sense. So from there, you will need to get the marker's location of the world location. So you'll type in get world transform. That's getting the location, rotation, and scale of it. So it will be not that one because I didn't drag and drop off of it. So yeah, clicking that, get actor transform. Why aren't you? Oh, because I've got context sensitivity ticked off. Doing this, make sure you'll need that ticked off later. Get world transformed. Go away. Why are you doing this to me? Right. I'm just gonna copy and paste that because that's just a lot easier. I don't know why it wasn't giving it to me, but it should have. Get world. Oh, it's right there. Okay, right. Sorry, ignore that. It was just being funny with me, or I was being blind. Um, so yeah, so dragging off of that, get world rotation, and then split the pin structures. You will need this for later because obviously we do not want to be messing with the scale. So just in case that something on here gets upscaled or downscaled, um, basically if you have that connected, it will sadly mess with that. Right. So you'll now need to make sure that the player is going to go to that location. Okay, so what you'll need to do from there is tick off context sensitivity for this, and then type in set world transformation. So we're not using the teleportation node at all, because doing that it will be a real mess. So making sure that I'm in the right, that's in the world, not the transform. Right. So make sure you're in the transform tab, and it is this one that you need. Okay, so that is the one that you will need. So it is getting the target, setting the root component, and I'm going to move that up because that's getting in my way. Right. And linking those two up. So now when the player is inside the collision, so it is checking whether or not it is inside, this actor is inside this trigger box, it will now check and then now set the new location. So split the pins and link them up, setting up the location and rotation. If you want the rotation to be like currently set, I should do that now. Actually, I'll do that now. No, I'm gonna leave that blank, and I'm gonna do that for this one and see how that goes. It's a lot of trial and error with this stuff because I was gonna use an arrow and then have the arrow be the location, and then we'll set the rotation of the player based off of that arrow. But we'll see how this one goes and see what we look like when we do it like that. So, that is your rotation. That is the teleportation. It is extremely simple, extremely easy. Click compile, save, make sure it is all good. I've already currently set these two up. How I did it was, this is like the blueprint class itself. Just click on this and you can just move it like that and rotate it freely as well. So clicking play. We are still going in the rotation of the player, which is mildly annoying. But you are teleporting back and forth between the two and not going in an infinite loop. I hope that helps. While I'm here, no, because that will take me forever just in case I get it wrong. If you need the rotation and it's like getting on your nerves, let me know and I will send another quick video on how to set that up for you.